Hello everybody, this is Hadrian. Thank you for watching. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So I just want to double check all my afflictions as I start here. First time I've recorded in a bit. Really just in a few days, but so I'm pretty tired. Pretty soon I'll actually start losing condition because I'm tired. So I'm already at 94% condition because these intestinal parasites have not been kind to me. But we have just arrived at a new dwelling. Did I see another flare under the couch in the exact same spot there was? Yeah. That's kind of annoying. So there's a flare under the couch, the same place there was in an identical house in a previous episode. You guys saw it. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's look around here. Anything on the counters? Nope. Anything in the corners? Nope. Nothing in the microwave. How did I know? So we've survived for almost 30 days. Let me pull up the journal real quick. Hey, Summit Soda. 29 days, 5 hours, 34 minutes. We are on the far, or approaching the far west side of Coastal Highway right now. With how much time left in the day? 2 hours of daylight left, which explains why it's so dark at the moment. But we're going to do our best just to explore this whole place before it gets too much darker. Good, there's some condensed milk. I actually noticed in a previous episode I completely and utterly overlooked a can of condensed milk on one of the cabins up in the hills. So at some point, if I can find a way to go back that direction without wasting too much time, I will definitely do that. For those of you who spotted it, don't worry, I will make it up to you. I think I've developed a bit of a sensitive spot for, that feeling of, oh man, someone pointed out that I missed that one particular item, and I know how much that drives you crazy when you're watching this particular game. All right, here's some rabbit flesh. Just want to make sure that I look into those things when people spot them. I appreciate the help too, because after all, these are called Let's Plays. So pointing out things that I missed helps make the series better for everybody. Alright, so let's start the lantern back up for another second because it's a little darker. Just on account of the time of day. Check this cabinet real quick. There's a book. I think that's also in the same spot that the previous one was. So here's a cup of herbal tea. Let me guess, 100% condition. Yeah, that needs to be fixed in a future patch. Every cup of herbal tea I have found in this current patch is unfortunately has been 100% condition. Speaking of patches, they have actually announced there's going to be a June patch for the Long Dark that's looking pretty freaking sweet. Raphael also posted an updated version of the roadmap for Sandbox, and some of the plans they have for the Sandbox are just mind-blowing. Let me just give you one example. They eventually want to have the Long Dark have full seasonal progression. So as the days go by, the seasons actually change. And there's a spring survival mode in the works right now where, there'll be moving water. I mean, can you imagine how epic it could be? And there'll be horses, and there's all kinds of stuff. I might talk about it in a future episode. But for now, I just wanted to mention it. I don't have notes in front of me to really talk about it in detail. I might either talk about it or do a separate video going over it, because that would be fun. Oh, hey, here's a orange soda. I think Willoist already did kind of a patch, not patch notes, but, update the roadmap update news. So check that out on her channel. If you're a Long Dark fan, you might already know about Willoist. She does some really, really good stuff. Alright, so, oh wow, I am really encumbered. I was not expecting that. Let's sort everything by weight and see what okay, so I'm carrying a lot of firewood. That's right, I harvested that firewood, expecting to find a place to start a fire here to cook that meat that I found. Well, actually, you know what? Since there's not a fireplace here, I'm going to go to a house where there is one before I hunker down. let's head back outside, because I think one of the houses right around the corner does, in fact, have a fireplace. Ooh, when did the weather get crappy? Feels like 45 degrees still, all things considered. Are all the other houses in the area burned down? Do I not have another house here to go to? Crap, I might not have another house to go to here. At least I can't see one right now in this weather. This is miserable. Well, crap. I guess we are stuck in the house with no fireplace. So what we will do... I mean... Oh, God, that sucks. I'll just have to start a fire outside tomorrow, but first, I do have some items that I can break down. I found a lot of clothing items just now. Here's that momentary load again. God, I am exhausted. I am all the way down to almost 33 pounds, which is an indicator that you're at full exhaustion. Okay, so let's break down these jeans.
Man, it's hard to think straight.
All right, tell you what, we're gonna rest before we do anything else. Let's drink some water. Let's eat these sardines. And tell you what, let's eat this. Oh yeah, we gotta drink that tea as well. This should improve our rest also. So that'll definitely help. Alright. Let's rest for 9 hours. Our condition, our affliction should come back in terms of the intestinal parasites. 2 hours of darkness left. And we still need to rest. So let's rest for 3 more hours. Yeah, our condition, unfortunately, is below below 100, and it can't fully recover while we have these parasites. So we need to make sure that our condition doesn't get worse. Anything I can do to keep my condition up. Staying rested, staying well fed, it all makes a difference. Alright, now let me go back to doing what I was doing. I have some clothes to break down here. We're going to break this down. I'm also hungry, which is good. I mean, eating will help me free up some additional burden. I'm really surprised that there's no other houses. There used to be multiple houses on this end of Coastal Highway, and now they're just gone. Alright, so let's harvest that. For a second, I thought I heard the sound of eating. Character's so hungry, they're eating their jeans. Alright. Yeah, so I'm carrying a lot of heavy stuff. I've got 8 pounds of basically kindling on me, and then 1.5 pounds of cloth. And I've got some stuff that I harvested from the deer. That I need to take back to my base camp. So I'm going to poke my head outside one more time and see if, now that the weather's a little clearer, if I can see a nearby house that in fact has a fireplace. I didn't see one, and I doubt there is one, but I just want to be sure. Yeah, it's burned out. That house is not normally burned out. That might be a new change that they did. That's upsetting. There's not as much to scavenge on this end of Coastal Highway then. Let's see, what can I eat? I've got this condensed milk. Let me go ahead and eat that. Can opener takes forever. And then the peanut butter is 900 calories, so that'll put me up to 2,500 if I eat it. Let's go ahead and drink this Stacy's grape soda because its condition is pretty low. I've actually got 3 low condition Stacy's grape sodas. I'll drink this one as well. Put me right over 2,100 calories, so I'm in pretty good shape. I'm really encumbered, but I'm just going to roll with it for now. Hopefully I won't run into anything that will eat me. But I want to keep looking in this area for anything salvageable, or a place where I can hunker down and actually cook some meat. I mean, I could start a fire right now if I wanted to, and cook that meat and be done with it. But I would rather get back to a safe place. There's a deer right there. So this is the very end of Coastal Highway, actually. That's the way to Desolation Point right there. You can see the trees starting to thicken. I'm going to poke my head down that way real quick. The only thing that would be bad right now, given that I can't run... I mean, I can run, but just not very fast. I'm 20 pounds encumbered. The only thing that would be bad is if I ran into, like, a bear. As long as I can give any bears that I see a wide berth, as long as I can spot bears in advance. Those might be two pretty big ifs, but as long as I can do those things... Yes, there is a car there. I knew there would be. That's why I wanted to come a little further down. As long as I can spot the bear and give them a wide berth, I am confident that I can manage this heavy burden right now. So this is the road to Desolation Point. There's a flare, basic wool scarf. A rifle cleaning kit, an energy bar. It's good to find another cleaning kit. But no bullets. So there actually doesn't appear to be any other ammunition anywhere in Coastal Highway. We're going to start meandering our way back down the highway here. This is going to take a second, of course, because my pace is slowed. I want to kill you. I want to kill you, but I'm already encumbered and I can't afford to carry any more. You're too far from base camp. I have to make a smart survival decision. And I've definitely got to keep my head on a swivel as well, for anything that could potentially attack me. And of course the wind is going to blow in my face right now, because that's just the way this game works. It's like the Pleasant Valley weather towards the end of Season 1 of Against All Odds. So one thing I will talk about, for those of you who are channel regulars, while I'm walking back, if you missed the big announcement yesterday, I have made a decision that could very well affect the way that I do seasons of Against All Odds, and will definitely affect the way I put out content on the channel in general. So those of you who have been around for a while know that sometimes when I have, for instance, a series in Long Dark running, or a series in Total War running, especially if I have both of those running at once, like I do right now, what can sometimes happen is the slots, the 12 p.m. slot and the 6 p.m. slot, get locked up for months on end, because those series take a long time. And I've decided, there's a full announcement video on it, so I won't go into full details, but basically I'm going to start breaking my series up, including these that I'm currently running, into parts, where I play for 20 episodes and then stop and go on to something else, and then come back to the series at a later date. So if you want all the details on that, just go ahead and check out the official announcement video on the channel. You can't miss it. It just popped up over the past 24 hours if you're watching this. You really, really can't miss it. I'm not kidding. But another option you have, of course, is just staying tuned into the channel, and you'll see how the changes unfold. If it doesn't go well, of course, I can always change it back. It's not a big deal. But I think it'll really help introduce more variety to the channel. The only downside, of course, is that sometimes series might take longer to finish, because I'm not playing them straight through. But more variety is good. So I haven't decided quite yet how... I know that I will end this current part, if you're curious. I'm going to let this one run for about 20 more episodes, actually, even though I've already been going for about 30 as of this recording. Actually, almost 40 now, right? Maybe. But at episode 50... Actually, yeah, I've been going for about 30, because at episode 50, I'm going to give it 20 more. And at episode 50, I will switch to some Subnautica content. And then after that, we might come back with some more Against All Odds, or if something else pressing is is coming out that I want to do in the 6 p.m. slot, I'll do that. But we're not abandoning this series at all. It'll just be a way for me to switch up the content and play something else for a bit. And then we'll come back and continue this series with later parts. Other than that, it's not really going to change much about the channel. All right, there's a couple of wolves. Crap. The episodes will all look the same. The episodes will all record the same. They'll all be labeled the same, titled the same. I'm not going to start saying, let's play some more da 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 in part 1 of our blah 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 series. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep going as usual. I mean, I might change my mind, but for now, I'm keeping it simple. Just breaking series up into parts to introduce more variety. So, just a heads up. That's a long-winded heads up, but I just want people who might have missed the announcement. And I know people were waiting in particular for Long Dart to come back. I just don't want Long Dart to dominate the channel for 3 or 4 months at a time. So check out the announcement video if you want to think, if you want to learn more and think about some of the advantages it's going to bring. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good thing for the channel. You'll see more content, more variety, more frequently. But I'll still be the same Hadrian. And hopefully that's a good thing. Alright, so I think I got around the wolves. Just kidding, there's another one there. Actually, that one's pretty close. He could potentially attack me if I don't keep moving. I'm sidestepping, basically. Sidestepping moves at the same pace as just walking. I'm actually almost at base camp, so we're almost back. Wonder if that bear is still there. There's a bunch of bear meat still waiting on that carcass of the one bear that I killed. Okay, I don't see any... There's definitely not any bears on the road. I've never seen a bear back here, but I'm certainly not going to make assumptions. Because I can't run right now, so I'm not going to go charging into any situation where I can't see where I'm going. There's a wolf actually kind of coming for me right now. But it's not going to get to me in time. Made it! Alright, awesome. So, let's take a look around and see what I need to drop now that I'm home. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode as well, but I believe I am going to make Coastal Highway my home in this series. When I take my foray into Pleasant Valley, I will not stay in Pleasant Valley. Last time I kind of cooped up in Pleasant Valley and I was going to hunt there. The weather made me regret that decision immensely. So I'm not going to do that again. Now, where did I put... That's right. I had... This is cured leather right here. Okay. So my finished hides all go in that drawer. Now I have some gear that I need to put up as well. Specifically, I have a bunch more flares that I picked up, and those are heavy to carry around all the time. I also have... Let's see. I am carrying a bunch of cloth, so I need to get rid of that. Let's get rid of these books as well, because those are heavy. Let's get rid of the feathers, because those can build up. I'll keep the newsprint and the tinder on me. Now let's also put up this rifle cleaning kit. And looks like there's a big old box of matches. So what I'm going to do is put up all the rest of these. And just keep the one really big box on me. Okay. And then I've got some meat on me that I need to cook. Like right now. Alright, so we're going to pick up some firewood here. Go to the fireplace. Use our fire striker. 85% chance of starting the fire successfully. I will take it. Thank you very much. definitely cruising towards that point where words come to me. Definitely cruising to that point where fires are no longer any trouble to start. Except for that. I jinxed it. Alright, let's use the newsprint then. Actually, wait, no. Let's harvest the newsprint, because the newsprint can be broken up into several tinder plugs, or at least 2 tinder plugs. I thought it was 3, but it's 2. Okay, that's that. So we have tinder plugs again. Got a fire striker. Let's try this again. Should have kept my big mouth shut. Then we're going to cook this meat we have on us. And that'll help us survive for a while. And then I might actually head out and check on that bear carcass. But I really am getting to a point where, you know, I've got like 85% and above chance of starting a fire at all times, which is great. So basically start 15 more fires and I'm golden. All right, so we're going to cook this venison. I think each cooking takes 20 minutes exactly. So there's some gamey venison. Alright, I need to put some more wood on the fire now. Let's add fuel. I'm going to cook this moldy rabbit. Always sounds so appetizing, doesn't it? Moldy rabbit. Alright. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and eat some of that deliciousness. We'll eat the rabbit. And we'll go ahead and eat the venison because that's actually not a lot of calories. Oh, that was my old one, in fact, come to think of it. So, yeah, I'll keep this meat on me. Let's also take a quick look around and see if anything else is cured. It definitely has. Got a cured wolf pelt, another cured gut here. Another cured gut there. So we finally have less of a feeling of just intestines laying everywhere. Which was a thing for a while, and it's just kind of makes me uncomfortable. Alright, so we're gonna come over here. I think this is where we have our hides. Yes, it is. Alright, so there's our pelt. And then here, we have our guts. So many cured guts. I need to start making snares. I have more than enough resources now to make a ton of snares. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just next episode. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one for now. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Against All Odds. Almost said Eternal Empire again. I upload new episodes in Against All Odds every day at 6 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT minus 4 for those of you not in the States. And if it's not Against All Odds anymore when you're watching this, it'll be something else in kind of a sci-fi, survival, or simulation type of vein at 6 p.m. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, it's fine. Don't dislike it. It's mean. But I will see you guys next episode.